look at it and go like, what happened there? You know, that type of night.
Well, let's see if Arsenal can pull that off. We do have 7 matches in total.
Field will pull all the strings, allow Eze and Rice to get forward. They want to get Victor Gyökeres going here. 7 games in a row in an Arsenal jersey without. They'll look to get forward and overlap Simeone here. Koke, 17 years with Atleti, will captain the side. Julian Alvarez, 7 goals.
A great noise in North London as we're underway with this Champions League.
Been a difficult road. But Cholo Simeone's side's been a little bit Jekyll and Hyde over the season. A couple games where they scored 5 goals, and the derby, of course, against Real Madrid, at Frankfurt in match day 2, and then there's been
beyond one. Alvarez with the block in, and the deflection off the bar. Declan Rice volleys, it goes over. Ever so close to the opener for Arsenal.
Well, Atleti living dangerously here, trying to build up.
Has been difficult to play against as Martinelli gets the beating of 1, but it did run out of play before he got running. Kick, Zubimendi taking quite the hit as Julian Timber can get forward and towards that byline. Couldn't quite get his foot wrapped around it for the cross. With some early intent from the Gunners.
Yeah, early here.
So good over set pieces, trying to create those moments. Martinelli shoving the back there from Llorente, but nothing doing there for the referee. Davide down. Alvarez flicking it on, and there are spaces in behind. That challenge towards Juliano Simeone is going to result in a free kick to Atletico, and Simeone will appeal for more here as Lewis Skelly down, providing real dynamism off that right side. The former Ajax man trying to cut inside. Lovely there from Saka to get beyond Hansku, having a rough go of it. Saka lifts in as it was striking the head.
These passes now are a little bit quicker, a little bit sharper.
Timber and towards the run there of Eze, but and Llorente, who's come forward, you'll see him pop up all over and lift a cross in, which is an easy catch then from Jimenez. Eze somehow keeping it through all that traffic. Lewis Skelly hoping for that back post runner, but Saka couldn't quite get to it.
Boy, Arsenal's done a really good job of isolating Saka here.
Again, losing out, and now Saka shaped in towards Martinelli. The challenge from the other side, the offside flag. So effortlessly glides on the ball there as a free kick.
But we're just talking about all those little things, right? Gyökeres, ball played into him. Good flick onto Eze, who...
the big Norwegian striker. Barrios clipped, free kick.
And back to the Miles Lewis Skelly. Remember, coming through the youth cap.
Eze spotting the run of Saka, well found. Saka ahead of Oblak, who got a piece of it. Sharp goalkeeping there from Jan Oblak. Deny Saka.
I feel like I sound like a broken record here, but there's
some pressure now for Koke. Just whipping that cross in. Thump. Hansku. Well controlled here by Nico Gonzalez, who will turn and get crossed, but wasn't well to Real Madrid. That man, Julian Alvarez, with that double touch on the penalty as Sorlox sends that low cross in. The throw, Alvarez trying to catch him out, and he almost did. Just flashing wide. David Raya nearly causing himself a massive problem there.
Yeah, and this just comes from really good work by Juliano Simeone in the corner here. David Raya thinks.
Timber going towards the outside and chipping a good ball in towards Gyökeres. Lenormand won the header, and it lands on the roof of the net. Only as far though as Martinelli, and now Timber does want to cut inside. Julian Timber with a team effort.
Again, Julian Timber on that.
Timber in towards Gyökeres, who has to ride the challenge of 1. Drawing the attention of 2, trying to get beyond him. Alvarez turning, can still keep it. Edge of the area, arriving is Pablo Barrios, who declined the shot and plays with Simeone. Lewis Skelly whips in a good ball. Gyökeres goes down. Appeals come in towards Gyökeres. Trying to get the beating there of Jimenez, and the referee is going to give a free kick and a yellow card to Jose Maria Jimenez.
You can see he's around everything. Really good reads in the midfield.
And another challenge, another free kick here against Zubimendi. It's short from Saka and chipped in from Zubimendi and nodded away. Forward to find Saka. Bukayo Saka, and it's tapped in. Martinelli though is offside. Denied his third goal in this Champions League. Just went a bit too early, the Brazilian. Sorlots. Barrios dispossessed. It's a foul. Zubimendi has been plenty
side of the field or in one area of the field. Oof, tough one here.
Strong challenge there from Chiesa and Gonzalez. That looked like head-to-head contact there. I think the referee more stopping play to tend to Gonzalez rather than launched in. Simeone is going to win the header. Rice, though, the second. He did go over the back of the defender there. Alvarez to try and get there. Free kick the way of Atletico. And Saka lifting away. Well, slid forward and kept advantage awarded. Alvarez will play as Lenormand was fouled, and now
does Alvarez go for it?
Alvarez will strike towards goal, and going to take something perfect in order to beat Raya from that sort of range.
Long distance out.
In. Instead, play back for Zubimendi, who will cross. The header is up for Martinelli. Couldn't direct the header in what is probably the last involvement in this first half.
Yeah, super opportunity here for Arsenal. Again, this all starts by one person.
Thank you, Kate. On throws and free kicks and corners. Martinelli spotted there Declan Rice, who might have been in an offside position. Poked back towards Barrios and poked away from Eza.
You know, and Terry touched on it right at the end of the halftime show there. First 20 minutes, it was on.
Still Timber will go. Timber getting beyond Koke, but has the help there of Jimenez.
You know, Hansko calling for a foul here. I get it, right? He makes...
Going in there was Barrios. Ooh. He goes barging in there to Llorente, and it's a free kick. Llorente felt he was hit there rather than delivering with Simeone. Needs a window, slides it in towards the run there of Koke, who goes down. Did Lewis Skelly get the slightest bit of touches? He might have, but not enough for a penalty there in the judgment of the referee.
Not much.
Great idea. Julian Simeone not getting a clean strike away, but nearly a goal from nothing there for Atletico.
Atletico will get stretched here. Now they're going to have to...
Atleti went on to win. Alvarez getting inside and taking the strike off the bar. That is some strike there from Julian Alvarez, who loves to go from long distance, and only the woodwork denying.
Well, back to my conversation with you earlier, just before the break, about Atleti.
Saka. How do you find space at all? Gyökeres with a deflection. Half-hearted appeals there for handball. The arm is down there in the judgment of Gabriel. And Zubimendi poking it behind. Gyökeres' touch into the chest of Oblak. Did so well just to get a piece of it. Couldn't quite stick it beyond Oblak.
Yeah, great anticipation by
Rice lifting a good ball in. Gabriel! One of the biggest threats from set pieces in the world. There is no stopping Gabriel. In the air, Arsenal the breakthrough.
Well, Chris, we talked about the line here. It was really high. I didn't like it.
This game has come to life. Alvarez bending one in. Luis Skelka. Saka's low delivery blocked there from Jimenez. Pings around, and Gonzalez has to slide to safety. Free kick as well. Awarded. It up towards Sorloth. And the header comes in. And it's off target. It was Hansko who made the run forward from left back.
They got your right back here to your left back. As you
on colliding beyond two, beyond Gallagher. On he goes. Martinelli! Gabriel Martinelli is loving this Champions League. His third goal in as many games. 2-0 to the Arsenal. In from Zubimendi, lifting back in. Eza trying the lifted volley. Comes for Gyökeres! My, did he need that? 9 games without a goal coming in. Victor Gyökeres is on the score sheet. Arsenal dominant in this second half. And 3-0 up over Atletico. Critter arriving on the back post is Gabriel. And it goes in. Gyökeres at the double. Gabriel involved again. from set pieces. They have been unplayable in this second half. 4-0. Betis for Atletico. Have to pick themselves up off the floor. Challenging on Alvarez. Going to be given us a free kick here. Leonard reading on one of the main Arsenal sites, an opinion piece. This is the season to believe.
They'll certainly be in it somewhere in the end in Champions League.
Alvarez in towards Thiago Almada. And a first shot on target of the game. The champ. Rice delivering great air on this one, and the header looked on. Arriving there was. And turn.